All right.
Me either.
Okay, I can't hear.
Oh,
Miss Annie, you're muted.
Sorry, guys. Welcome to the first one. So my name is Erin Anding. I'm the librarian and site technology facilitator at Glen Magnet High School. Welcome to our live Q&A for the Magnet Virtual Showcase. I'm your moderator for today. So we are going live on YouTube and Facebook. We're going to have the principal introduce himself, and then I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Candy Tompkins as we go over what is involved in our 4 exciting magnet programs. Please leave some comments, and we will get to those throughout our live session. Mr. Signator.
Good morning. I am Mr. Signator, principal of Glen Magnet High School. We would like to thank you all for tuning in with us today, and hope you get something out of this and make you choose Glen High School as your next destination.
Good morning. I am Dr. Candy Tompkins. I am the Magnet Site Coordinator here at Glen Oaks. So the purpose of today's live question and answer session is for our potential parents to kind of get an idea of what it's like at Glen Oaks and to ask any questions that they may have about our magnet programs. All right, so our expectations for our magnet students is that when they graduate, they'll be prepared to enter either college or the workforce. And so we do that by providing a rigorous curriculum for the students, and then also providing them with hands-on experience to build their skill set to enter a career. At this time, I'm going to ask Ms. Holmes to introduce herself and give us a little background about her class.
Good morning, everyone. Future Panther Nation. My name is Danette Holmes. I am the RN coordinator here at the wonderful Glen Oaks Medical Magnet High School. Presently, I teach patient care technician and emergency medical responder. A little background is I am a registered nurse. I've been nursing for almost 30 years, and I'm bringing my experience into what it is that I'm teaching with these students. My goal for my students are to make sure that they reach their optimal potential and that they learn the most that they can in the prospective fields that they choose. I teach, like I said, patient care technician, which is like a certified nursing assistant, with the students also learning how to read EKG monitors and phlebotomy, drawing blood. I also teach emergency medical responder, where they learn how to be first responders. Each of my students will receive certifications as PCT and EMR, and they also receive certifications for CPR. So I look forward to having all incoming students. Glen Oaks Medical Magnet High School is the place to be.
Thank you, Ms. Holmes. So our medical magnet program is considered our academic magnet. And what that means is students have to meet certain eligibility requirements. Those requirements are a 2.5 GPA for the last 4 consecutive semesters. They must score basic or above in English and math on a standardized exam such as LEAP or an equivalent exam. As Ms. Holmes stated, her students earn certifications in CPR, emergency medical responder. Prior to this year, we had CNA, but due to COVID, we had to offer patient care technician. Our students within our medical magnet are able to start earning credit for college during their freshman year. So they're able to start accumulating that credit so that once they graduate, if they want to go to college, they'll have that opportunity and less classes to take. Within our medical magnet, we also have the partnership with Baton Rouge General. And so what that allows our students for is job shadowing opportunities, internships, and mentoring. Along with just the theory that's taught in class, the students get a lot of hands-on experience. So in addition to what we do here at Glen Oaks, we also try to take the kids out to different field trips so they can see how what they're learning is actually implemented. So we take them, for example, last school year, we had a student who wanted to be a veterinarian. So we took them to the vet school. They were able to tour the facility, meet the faculty, and learn the different eligibility requirements. Our Center of Excellence, we have 3 programs. We have health sciences, sports medicine, and radio broadcasting. So there is not any eligibility requirements to get into the program, so it's open enrollment. However, once students get into the program, they must maintain a 2.5 GPA. So we have our online radio station. It's GO Radio 66.5. And it can be found by going to Live 365 or just Googling GO Radio. I'm going to let Mr. Augustus speak. He's going to give a little background about himself. He is new to Glen Oaks. We are excited to have him, and he'll kind of tell us a little bit about his course.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adrian Augustus, and I'm the new radio broadcasting instructor here at Glen Oaks Magnet High School. My education background consists of an associate's in entertainment technology from Baton Rouge Community College and a bachelor's in mass communication from the Southern University, A&M College. My experience includes DJing for over 9 years, and I've owned a mobile DJ entertainment business the last 7 years. My goal for this course and for my scholars is to ensure that they develop their communication skills and that they can effectively apply them in their everyday lives. Scholars will also learn how to create quality audio work using current and evolving technologies while learning the production process in radio. And that includes uploading music, doing taglines, doing different drops and things of that nature. Some of the skills that my students will be learning would be how to extract MP3 audio files. They'll also learn communication skills, basic audio skills, and then we'll also start to getting to the actual mixing and the basis of DJing and DJ mixers. We can also learn how to record audio and then how to edit the recorded audio. I'm happy to be here and I'm happy to serve the Glen Oaks community, and I look forward to working with you and your scholars. Go GO.
Thank you, Mr. Augustus. All right, so in addition to all of the things that we have going on in the classroom, we also have some state-of-the-art technology. So some of the things that our students need to learn is not feasible. So for example, we don't have a cadaver lab, but if one of the medical teachers or health science or sports medicine teachers wanted to actually explore the body, they can use our virtual reality software. So they can actually go into the body, take out different organs, dissect them, go inside of the heart, for example, and watch it beat. So these are the type of things that we have at Glen Oaks that help to engage our students, but also gives them some hands-on experience. So in addition to coursework, Glen Oaks is actively involved in our community. Mr. Signator and some teachers went to Lake Charles to deliver some supplies. We've been active in food drives for the community during the pandemic. And then within our magnet program, we also provide blood drives. So the students offer blood drives. And then we also volunteer at the Baton Rouge Clinic. So what we try to do is educate the whole child and not just always focus on the academics. So if you're interested in our programs, you would apply by visiting EBRPSSmagnet.org. The application period will run from October the 5th through December the 2nd. If you're interested in finding out more information about any of our programs, you can visit glenoakshigh.com. That's the school's website. Or you can email me at ktompkins@ebrschools.org. And then now we'll open up the floor to some questions.
All right, so hi everybody. Thank you for the presentations, y'all. I've been monitoring the comments, and I'm going to put a couple up for us to look at. So one of the questions that we're going to show right now. So if anyone would like to respond to this, how does your magnet program equip students for the next level? Okay, so how are you preparing our students for the next level?
Would one of the teachers like to answer, or do you want me?
You can start, Dr. Tompkins, and if someone wants to join in, by all means, join in.
So as I stated in the presentation, our goal is to have our students be both college and career ready. So if we have a student that's graduating who is not interested in going to college, then we provide those hands-on skills so that if they go to be a CNA, or if they want to go work at a hospital, they have a certain skill set that normal students would not have. So we prepare them with a lot of the hands-on experience that they gain in the classroom. Now, if a student wants to go to college, we offer dual enrollment classes, AP classes, honors classes, and we just try to make sure that our curriculum is rigorous so that they are prepared to handle the load of college courses.
I would like to chime in as well on that. I think that once a scholar figures out what their career path will be, I think this program can also actually be specialized into those areas where they choose. So if someone wanted to get into the radio aspect, there are so many different areas of radio and broadcasting in general that they could partake in. So from the DJing aspect of it to the actual personality on the radio aspect of it, to the programming aspect of it, and then the communication skills that they learn here are skills that you could use across the platform on any different platform, because communication is big and a lot of people don't know how to communicate effectively. And I think that's something that we can implement as well.
Also, I wanted to chime in with what Dr. Tompkins was saying. We give them a strong foundation in our medical field and radio broadcasting, with all of the aspects and avenues that we have to offer these students. They get a strong background. So if they do decide that they want to go to college, then they have these tools that we have provided for them that will help strengthen them and help them to succeed as they venture on into college. And if not, they decide to become a patient care tech or CNA. We have foundated them for that as well.
Okay, I'm moving on to another question, and this one is certainly something that I think everybody is debating in 2020 because of the coronavirus. So this question coming to us is this one right here. So how have you managed to keep academics and student engagement high during the pandemic? If anyone would like to start, we'd love to hear your answers.
Okay. It's hard to manage and keep academic engaged high during the pandemic, but we're doing the best we can because it's new for everyone. So we're trying to use our social media platforms and any platform that students are engaged in, like we're using Facebook, so we can get our message out to let them know that education is still going on and the pandemic is different for everyone, but we can't stop education. We have to continue.
In my curriculum, I have adapted virtual platform that is easy for the students to manage. It's pretty much self-explanatory. It does help them, and they are able to do their work at home with that particular platform. And we also have collaborative discussions. I have them do flip grids where they do videos showing different skills that we have learned, or we do ed puzzles where they're able to look at different things and answer questions. So we have incorporated all these different tools to help them to remain engaged and interested in the material.
And just to piggyback off of what Mr. Signator was saying, using the social media, we do Live at the Oak on Wednesdays. And when we do it live at the Oak, we bring in a student DJ, and then sometimes I'll guest DJ on the platform as well, on the Instagram platform that students are always on all the time. And what we use that for is to make sure that they're logging in throughout the week for their classes, making sure that you're there, you're attentive, and that you're paying attention, that you are getting your instruction done. But that also gives you an incentive and something to look forward to, because everybody wants to participate and be on Live at the Oak, commenting and having a good time listening to the DJ. So that's just another incentive that we do to keep our engagement high.
Thank y'all for those answers. We have a question that has been sent to us, and I think, Mr. Augustus, you're going to be the one who can probably start this answer, and then perhaps Principal Signator or Dr. Tompkins can join in. But this question is coming to us from YouTube. Let me hide this one, and we're going to go over here. So, do students in radio broadcasting choose a specific area, or do they study all areas? Mr. Augustus, if you want to begin.
Sure. Yes, ma'am. We actually cover all areas of the radio broadcasting, and we do that just to make sure, because we never know what path a student may want to take. So we want to make sure that we give them all across all different platforms of the different areas of radio. So that way they may be able to choose later on which area they want to take. And we're also thinking about, starting the discussion of trying to integrate the TV aspect of it as well, the video aspect, so we can integrate that with the radio aspect as well, because there is different forms of broadcasting. So that should be coming in the near future.
Right, I agree with Mr. Augustus. There are some things that are skills that all of the students kind of need to learn as they are building their skill set in radio, but we do want to be able to have specialized things so that they're able to kind of build on what it is that they enjoy to do.
Okay, thank y'all for those answers. I hope that answered the question. We're going to go to another one that might apply to each person, depending on how it plays out in your room. But the question is, what is the average class size?
Well, the average class size now varies because, in terms of face-to-face and virtual, but the average class size for magnet period or just one specific, because our numbers are not really high in terms of enrollment, in terms of class size. That's why we're trying to make sure we get some students to come on in. But the average class size, let me beat around the bush, we're going to say about 15. Maybe Dr. Thompson can be a little bit more specific than that for me.
Yes, it depends on the class. So keep in mind that we are a school within a school. So we're a traditional school that has a magnet program. We try to keep our class sizes low so that the teachers have more opportunities to engage with the students. And if students are having difficulty learning certain skills, they have more opportunities to work one-on-one with those students. So the average class size, the largest class we have right now has maybe 15 students. And then they kind of range. They're usually around 10, 8 to 10.
Miss Andy, your mic is muted.
Sorry. So I checked that one away, and we have another question, and it's this one right here. What curriculum does your school implement and why?
For our core classes, the teachers are following the state's curriculum. For our medical classes, it's kind of a mix between the certification authority, so kind of make sure you're following their guidelines and teaching the things that they're required. For our health sciences, for example, they use Project Lead the Way. So it's an extremely rigorous curriculum. I had the opportunity this summer to go to one of the trainings, and I was actually surprised the depth of knowledge that the students learn in those courses. So students are doing hands-on experiments that most people wouldn't do unless they were in upper level college classes. So I think it kind of depends on the classes that we're talking about. With Mr. Augustus, for example, he has more autonomy to teach based on the classes that he's offering. So, you know, whether it's a introductory class where he's just building the skill set, or if he's branching out into more specific curriculum and more specific courses.
All right, thank you for those answers. We have another question here, which goes along with curriculum. And it's, what kind of emphasis does the school place on college preparation?
I think this question was kind of answered before with our course offerings. So we try to prepare the kids for college, and this is every student on campus, not just those in the Magnet program, by giving them opportunities to take advanced placement classes, so AP classes, where they'll be able to, if they get a qualifying score, earn college credit. We do offer dual enrollment classes, both in our Magnet program and outside, and the students also are able to take honors classes. So we have quite a few course offerings that allow kids to understand and be able to be engaged in the rigor that's expected when they go to college. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Signator might could mention the partnership with the, I think it's 100 Black Men of Baton Rouge.
Yes, we just formed a partnership with 100 Black Men of Baton Rouge. They're going to assist us in tutoring Black men and Black females in terms of ACT prep. And then also they're going to have a tutoring, mentoring component along with it. So we are in the process of getting that. We already have the partnership developed. We just in the process of trying to get it started.
Thank you for those answers. This is a question I'm sure a lot of parents are wondering, so we're going to post this one. And it's, how do educators communicate with the parents?
Right now, how we communicate with parents is pretty much the same way we try to communicate with kids. You know, Facebook is a little bit version where we older parents we deal with, and Instagram and other things is what with the younger kids. But right now we having mail outs. We have a brand new website we just created, GOMHS.com, and we got a brand new website we're trying to get started.
Right. So I think the teachers use a variety of forms, as Mr. Signator did. The school uses Remind a lot, so we can push information out to the teachers, our social media platforms. Also, the teachers themselves, when it comes to students maybe not performing as they should, you know, we'll reach out and make parental contact to make the parents aware of the student scores. And then in my role as a Magnet coordinator, one of my jobs is to retain the students. So I have to monitor their grades and I counsel with the students, but I also have to have conferences with the parents when needed.
Okay, thank y'all for those answers. We're moving on to another one coming to us from YouTube, and it's this one right here. What would you say to a parent of an IEP/504 plan, a child who has one of those, who is interested in your program?
We say, come on. We have IEP 504 students enrolled in the program now, so there's no problem for them. We'll make sure they have the accommodation, the things they need to fulfill their IEP and 504. But our thing to you is come on and try the program.
Right. I agree with Mr. Signator. We have students in our programs that have IEPs and 504s, and they're treated the same way any other student is. We'll give them their accommodations, and we work with them to make sure they're learning the skills that they need to learn, as well as the information that the teachers are teaching. So go ahead and apply.
All right. We have another question coming to us, and this one I'm super excited about because of all the construction that's going on around here. So this question here, how do the arts fit into the curriculum?
Well, we're in the process. We have a brand new state-of-the-art auditorium. We're finna get a brand new auxiliary gym, field house. We're trying to incorporate the arts with our radio broadcasting program. So we're trying to marry those two together so we can develop a fine arts type thing. But in EBR, you have certain schools that have certain programs. So we're trying not to make sure we step on the feet of another school that may have the same program. But we're trying to incorporate the arts, a little theater, along with radio, a little sports medicine, so they can have some training and things that go on around the campus.
He mentioned our radio broadcasting is kind of the arts within itself, but we also try to incorporate the arts into our medical classes. So teachers often will have students create and act out skits pertaining to different scenarios. We've had students who build models for us of the different organs or organ systems. So we try to make it a part of what we do because it's an outlet for kids. Like, we know all students do not learn the same way. So sometimes giving them opportunities to express themselves kind of give us a way of indicating, yes, they're truly grasping the concepts.
All right. Thank you for those answers. I am super excited to see all that stuff that's coming down with the construction. Looking at time, we only have about 2.5 minutes. This was scheduled for a 30-minute session. And the question that I think I'm going to end on is, I think, one that kind of sums everything up. I'd love to hear y'all's answers. And of course, anybody out there who continues to have a question, by all means, we can continue later on Facebook or something of that nature, or, of course, communicate with Dr. Tompkins and stuff. Please remember that the magnet application period starts on October 5th. But the last question for what will probably take us to the end is this one right here. With a parent who's on the fence, why should they select this school as their final choice? So why should this be a final choice?
Well, if they want a great education and they want a family atmosphere and they want a new experience, Glen Oaks would be their final choice. And also, if you live within Glen Oaks, we're trying to receive our kids back that live in Glen Oaks, because there's too many kids that live walking distance from the school that goes to other schools. So we want to let you know that we afford you the same opportunity that you're going to get instead of going 30, 40 minutes across town, and maybe you can look out your back door and see Glen Oaks High School. We want kids of Glen Oaks to come back to Glen Oaks. So if you're on the fence and you live in Glen Oaks, then look across the fence and see Glen Oaks and you'll come. But we're trying to build a program, and we need strong young individuals to help us build.
So I think a parent who's on the fence should select Glen Oaks as their final choice, because the opportunities that our magnet program provides here, you're not going to find anywhere else in the district. So just ranging from what's taught in the classrooms, our atmosphere, we have a great group of faculty on campus that have experience working in various fields within their courses. The students here are awesome. And I just don't think that they could find what they can find here at any other school.
And so to piggyback off of Dr. Tompkins, Glen Oaks just provides that personal touch, that added special dedication, perseverance, the caring, the compassion, the home atmosphere, just that personal touch that the students and the family members are looking for.
Okay, everybody. This has been we're hitting at the end of our time period. So for everybody out there, if you want to look at the banner one more time, that's down there. We do have 4 magnet programs, Center of Excellence / magnet programs at Glen Oaks. We have medical, sports medicine, health sciences, radio broadcasting. We are super excited that the magnet application period is about to open. It'll be October 5th through December 2nd. By all means, we hope, if you're on the fence, that we will become, your final choice.
I have one thing to say before you close, Ms. Andy.
Yes, sir.
G.O., you know. If you don't know, now you know.
And that is true. And if you come to us, you will eventually know exactly what he's talking about. By all means, please communicate with any of us, especially Dr. Tompkins, and be on the lookout on our social media for more stuff. And before we go, Dr. Tompkins, in case they're wondering what is going on later on this week, we have a meet and greet, I believe.
Yes, ma'am. On Thursday from 9 to 11, parents can come drive by the school, or drive through, I should say, and receive little goodie baggies that have information about our programs. So please come out. If you're interested, if you have any questions, we would love to meet you guys and answer any questions that you may have. Again, that is on Thursday from 9 to 11.
And I think we're going to end on that note. Thank you so much. We greatly appreciate everybody viewing, and we hope to see your applications at some point. So we're going to end the broadcast right now. Thank you to everybody who participated today. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Andy.